Hello students. Now the board CBSE has already shared with you the sample question paper. So you might have seen the NCERT book also, and the sample question paper is completely designed from this NCERT book. So I will share with you the soft copy of the NCERT book. Now the question paper also you have seen. In the question paper all the questions and the marking scheme also you have seen. So here you will see that 1 to 21, you just see here part A, part B. Part A is having 21 questions, out of which 15 you have to solve in section 1. In section 2 you are having 2 case studies in which you have to solve 4 for each, and it is of 8 marks. Part B, section 1, 2, 3. Part B, section 1 is of 20 marks, 2 marks question, 10 questions. Section 2 is 12 marks, 3 marks question, and section 3 is 5 marks question, 3 questions. तो ये क्वेश्चन पेपर का पूरा पैटर्न है. क्वेश्चन पेपर पूरा एनसीईआरटी का जो बुक है उससे बनाया गया है. तो आप एनसीईआरटी का जो बुक है उसको सॉफ्ट कॉपी सीबीएसई साइट में अवेलेबल है. आप वहाँ से देखकर एनसीईआरटी बुक से आप प्रिपरेशन कीजिए. पूरा बुक से क्वेश्चंस लिए गए हैं. तो ये आपके क्वेश्चंस से जो आने वाले हैं ये सारे सीरियली अरेंज्ड है. पहला क्वेश्चन नेटवर्किंग पे है. मैं पूरा क्वेश्चन पेपर का वीडियो लास्ट में अटैच कर दूंगी. सारे क्वेश्चन पेपर्स को मैं अटैच कर दूंगी जितने भी सॉल्व्ड हैं सब कुछ. तो पूरे वीडियो को अगर 2-3 बार आप देखेंगे तो आपको याद हो जाएगा, क्योंकि वही सेम टाइप के क्वेश्चंस हैं. वही सीरीज को क्रिएट करना, डेटा फ्रेम को क्रिएट करना, सेम उसी टाइप के क्वेश्चंस है पूरे. देन सिलेक्ट क्वेरीज आएंगे, फिर केस स्टडी आएगा नेटवर्किंग के ऊपर जिसमें लेआउट पूछा जाएगा, टोपोलॉजी पूछा जाएगा, डिवाइस के बारे में पूछा जाएगा और कैसे कनेक्ट करना है हिली रीजन्स में या फिर बहुत डिस्टेंस वैन कनेक्शन कैसे करना है आपको, ये सब पूछे जाएंगे. तो ये आपके सारे जो इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस है वो है. अब एनसीईआरटी बुक जो मेन हमारा एनसीईआरटी बुक है इसमें आप एक एक करके चैप्टर खोल लीजिए. पहला चैप्टर एसक्यूएल फंक्शन है जिसमें सारे सिंगल रो फंक्शंस, यहीं से 10 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चंस आएंगे. राउंड का एक क्वेश्चन आएगा, फिर मॉड आएगा, फिर मिड, लेंथ, लेफ्ट, इन स्ट्रिंग, सब स्ट्रिंग. तो ये पूरा डिटेल में इसमें दिया हुआ है. तो ये एनसीईआरटी बुक से हम लोग एक एक वीडियो बना लेंगे ताकि एक एक टॉपिक को हम अच्छे से इसमें प्रिपेयर कर सकें. ऑलरेडी सीरीज, डेटा फ्रेम, सारे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन वीडियोस बन चुके हैं तो उसको आप रेफ़र कर लीजिए. अब इसमें सारे जैसे यहाँ पे सीरीज़ के जो फंक्शंस है डिटेल में दिए गए हैं. जैसे हेड आता है, काउंट आता है, टेल आता है, सारे फंक्शंस. इवन जो रिवीजन टूर है आप वहाँ पे भी देखेंगे तो उसमें भी आपको सारे इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस मिल जाएंगे. यहाँ से भी 2-3 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन आएंगे. जैसे शो आता है कि डिस्प्ले करने के लिए हम शो फंक्शन यूज़ करेंगे, टाइटल दिखाने के लिए हम टाइटल यूज़ करेंगे. ये पाइपलॉट के क्वेश्चंस है. तो ये जो एनसीईआरटी का बुक है आप अच्छे से बहुत इजी लैंग्वेज में समझाया हुआ है. पीछे का जो लास्ट में लेटेस्ट रिवाइज दिया हुआ है, आप लेटेस्ट रिवाइज को अच्छे से एक बार पढ़ लीजिए. इसमें अलग अलग टॉपिक का हम लोग एक एक वीडियो बना लेंगे. जैसे ये नेटवर्किंग के क्वेश्चंस हैं और लास्ट वाला जो है ये पूरा सोसाइटी, लॉ एंड एथिक्स, साइबर सिक्योरिटी के ऊपर क्वेश्चंस है. तो ये सारे जितने एनसीईआरटी बुक के पीछे का लेटेस्ट रिवाइज है इसको अच्छे से आप, डिजिटल फुटप्रिंट क्या है, उसके बाद एटिकेट्स, नेट एटिकेट्स क्या है, ये सारे इसमें दिए हुए हैं. आप एक एक करके, मैं एक एक रीड आउट कर दे रही हूँ. अभी पहले एक बार आपको दिखा देती हूँ कि कैसे. चलिए जल्दी से हम सारे इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस को देख लेते हैं. तो पहला क्वेश्चन नेटवर्किंग के ऊपर है जिसमें फ्री ओपन सोर्स सॉफ्टवेयर फ्लॉस या फॉस और ऑनलाइन जो भी ट्रांजैक्शंस होते हैं, कॉपीराइट क्या होता है, प्लेजरिज्म क्या होता है, उसके ऊपर क्वेश्चन है। सेकंड, पाइप प्लॉट में ग्राफ को शो करने के लिए, प्लॉट लाइन को प्लॉट करने के लिए, एक्स लेबल, वाई लेबल, जो लेबल्स होते हैं, एक्स में क्या लेबल होगा, वाई में क्या लेबल होगा, सेकंड क्वेश्चन उससे आएगा। सेकंड क्वेश्चन मैंने अभी आपको जो दिखाया एनसीईआरटी के बुक में जो दिखाया है वहाँ से आएगा। तो ये हम लोग यहाँ पे जो ये दिया हुआ है कि ग्रिड किस काम के लिए होता है, लेजेंड किस काम के लिए होता है, ग्रिड लाइंस के लिए होता है, लेजेंड्स होता है ऊपर हमको अगर मल्टी ग्राफ के लिए होता है। देन सेव द फिगर के लिए सेव पिग होता है, शो करने के लिए शो, डिस्प्ले करने के लिए, टाइटल के लिए टाइटल, एक्स लेबल, एक्स एक्सिस के लेबल के लिए एक्स लेबल, वाई एक्सिस के लेबल के लिए वाई लेबल, देन टिक्स डालने के लिए एक्स एक्सिस में एक्स टिक एंड वाई एक्सिस में डालने के लिए वाई टिक्स। तो ये हमारा रहेगा सेकेंड क्वेश्चन रहेगा, इसमें से इसी टेबल में से आएगा सेकेंड क्वेश्चन। नेक्स्ट एसक्यूएल के राउंड, एसक्यूएल के जो फंक्शंस हैं हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे अभी देखे, एसक्यूएल के फंक्शंस जो 1 उसमें दिए हुए हैं, ये सारे फंक्शंस हम लोगों को कर लेने हैं एसक्यूएल के, जिसमें ये जो एसक्यूएल के सारे फंक्शंस हैं ये हम लोग कर लेंगे, जिसमें पूरे मैथ फंक्शंस, स्ट्रिंग फंक्शंस, डेट फंक्शंस थर्ड में आएगा। फिर हेड और टेल जो सेकेंड चैप्टर 2 में दिया हुआ है, पूरा इसी एनसीईआरटी बुक से आपका क्वेश्चन पेपर पूरा रेडी किया हुआ है। आपको ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा, आप 2 दिन में पूरे इस बुक को पढ़ सकते हैं। पढ़ के आप ये इम्पोर्टेंट अंडरलाइन कर लीजिए। तो हेड और टेल जो आएगा वो आपका चैप्टर 2 में दिया हुआ है सीरीज टॉपिक में। देन सम ऑफ 2 सीरीज, 2 सीरीज का सम। तो ये एनसीईआरटी बुक को हम लोग नेक्स्ट वीडियो में सॉल्व कर लेंगे अच्छे से पूरे बुक को। अभी खाली मैं इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस आपको दिखा देती हूँ। पाइप प्लॉट में लाइन बार और हिस्टोग्राम के ऊपर क्वेश्चन आएगा। लाइन के लिए प्लॉट, बार के लिए डॉट बार और हिस्टोग्राम के लिए डॉट हिस्ट करके हम यूज़ करते हैं। फायरवॉल का काम क्या होता है? फायरवॉल अनऑथराइज्ड एक्सेस को रोकता है। तो उसका आंसर क्या लिखना है? कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ हार्डवेयर एंड सॉफ्टवेयर टू प्रिवेंट अनऑथराइज्ड एक्सेस इन इंटरनेट। नेक्स्ट, प्रोटेक्शन के लिए यूज़ करते हैं फायरवॉल। नेक्स्ट, डेटा फ्रेम में एक्सेस पूछा जाता है तो एक्सेस हमेशा 0 रो के लिए होता है, 1 कॉलम के लिए होता है। अगर कॉलम के लिए पूछा जाएगा तो एक्सेस इक्वल्स टू 1 हो जाएगा। एक्सेस का स्पेलिंग यहाँ पे करेक्शन कर लेते हैं थोड़ा सा। ये बहुत फास्ट रेडी किया गया है और 1 मंथ का ये इसमें हार्ड वर्क है, इसलिए थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक भी अगर होगा तो आप उसको करेक्ट कर लीजिएगा। नेक्स्ट, इसमें सारे एक एक करके जो ये क्वेश्चंस आने वाले हैं, इन क्वेश्चंस को आप 2-3 बार प्रैक्टिस कर लीजिए तो आराम से आपको समझ में आ जाएगा। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या था? नेटवर्क टोपोलॉजी कौन कौन से हैं? हम लोग को पता ही है कि स्टार, मैश, ट्री, बस, ये सारे नेटवर्क टोपोलॉजी है। इसमें रिंग, सर्कुलर, लीनियर, ये सारे नेटवर्क टोपोलॉजीज है। तो ये डिटेल में क्वेश्चंस को ऑलरेडी मैं लास्ट में सारे एक एक क्वेश्चंस को डिटेल में समझा दूंगी। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन क्या है? स्टैटिक और डायनेमिक। स्टैटिक और डायनेमिक का आपको पता ही है। स्टैटिक में हम चेंजेस नहीं कर सकते हैं, डायनेमिक में हम चेंजेस कर सकते हैं। रन टाइम में हम डाटा डाल सकते हैं वेबसाइट में या फिर जो भी वेब पेजेस हैं वहाँ पे। जैसे कॉलेज का हम फॉर्म भर रहे हैं, डायनेमिक पेज है वो। और स्टैटिक पेज, जो पेज हम खाली देख रहे हैं, सीबीएसई साइट हमारा स्टैटिक है, जहाँ पे खाली हम पेज को देख सकते हैं, हम चेंजेस नहीं कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट, माई एसक्यूएल के सारे फंक्शंस कौन कौन से हैं? तो इसमें आप देख लीजिए कौन कौन से क्वेश्चंस आएंगे। मैथ फंक्शन, एवीजी फंक्शन, तो सारे एग्रीगेट फंक्शंस। एग्रीगेट फंक्शंस 5 है और सिंगल रो फंक्शन 3 टाइप के एग्जाम में आने वाले हैं। डेट फंक्शन, स्ट्रिंग फंक्शन और मैथ फंक्शन, न्यूमेरिक फंक्शन। तो एग्रीगेट फंक्शन में 5 कौन से हैं? मैक्स, मिन, सम, काउंट और एवीजी। तो यहाँ पे एवीजी के बारे में पूछा गया था। एवीजी क्या है? एग्रीगेट फंक्शन है। तो आंसर में हम एग्रीगेट फंक्शन लिखेंगे। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन हमारा है प्लेजरिज्म के बारे में। तो यहाँ पे एक प्लेजरिज्म में जब दूसरों का कोई राइट होता है, डिजिटल राइट होता है, और दूसरे का प्रोजेक्ट, दूसरे का कोई भी टास्क, वो अगर मैं अपने प्रोजेक्ट अपने नाम पे मैं पब्लिश करूं तो वो प्लेजरिज्म कहलाता है। आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट मतलब किसी के पासवर्ड को या किसी के भी आइडेंटिटी को बिना उसके इंफॉर्मेशन के अगर मैं यूज़ कर रही हूँ तो आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट कहलाता है। नेक्स्ट है पांडाज में हम लोग नल वैल्यूज़ को चेक करने के लिए इज नल फंक्शन यूज़ करेंगे। नेक्स्ट, नेटवर्क कुकीज़ क्या काम करते हैं? जो भी आपके कंप्यूटर में इंफॉर्मेशन हो रहा है, आई कैन कीप यू साइंड इन, आपको हेल्प करने के लिए, आपको साइन इन रखने के लिए, आई कैन रिमेंबर योर साइट प्रेफरेंसेस, आई कैन गिव यू लोकली रेलिवेंट कंटेंट, हु एम आई। तो ये कुकीज़ होते हैं। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, नेटवर्क ब्राउज़र में जल्दी से एक बार इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, आपको पूरे 40 क्वेश्चंस इंपॉर्टेंट बता दे रही हूँ कौन कौन से एग्ज़ाम में आने वाले हैं। फिर डिटेल में एक एक क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करना मैं समझा दूंगी, कैसे आप एक एक क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करेंगे और आराम से इसको सॉल्व करके प्रैक्टिस करके आप 100 आउट ऑफ 100 फुल मार्क्स आप ला सकते हैं। तो नेटवर्क कुकीज़, नेटवर्क ब्राउज़र्स, तो नेटवर्क के ऊपर कितने क्वेश्चंस? 10 क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, 10 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चंस आएंगे। स्पैम, फिर ई वेस्ट, डिटेल में आप उसमें एनसीईआरटी बुक में आपको मिल जाएगा। फिर एसक्यूएल का ऑल्टर अपडेट आएगा, डेट फंक्शन आएगा, नेटवर्क डिवाइसेस में स्विच रिपीटर आएगा, स्पैम के बारे में पूछा जाएगा। तो ये सारे 1 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन हैं। अब 2 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन में आपके 2 केस स्टडीज़, पहले तो ये केस स्टडी है डेटा फ्रेम और एसक्यूएल का, उसके बाद 2 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चंस हैं। तो पार्ट ए सेक्शन 2 में केस स्टडी आने वाले हैं जिसमें 1 मार्क्स के 5 क्वेश्चंस ईच रहेंगे। इसमें इंटरनल चॉइस है, आपको एनी 4 सॉल्व करना है। तो डेटा फ्रेम और एसक्यूएल उसमें सॉल्व करेंगे। नेक्स्ट, एसक्यूएल का भी डेटा फ्रेम के सारे फंक्शंस और आउटपुट्स आएंगे इसमें, और एसक्यूएल के सिलेक्ट क्वेरीज, ऑर्डर बाय, ग्रुप बाय, हैविंग और फंक्शंस आएंगे। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो 2 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन है वो पार्ट बी से शुरू हो रहे हैं, सेक्शन 3। 2 मार्क्स के 10 क्वेश्चन है इसमें। पहला क्वेश्चन क्रिएट सीरीज आने वाला है, इसका आंसर तो सबको आपको पता ही है, इनपुट पांडास एसपीडी। फिर यहाँ पे जो सीरीज का नाम दिया रहेगा, कुछ नहीं दिया रहेगा तो आप एस लिख दीजिए, इक्वल्स टू पीडी डॉट सीरीज। फिर जो डेटा दिया रहेगा उसको डाल देंगे और इंडेक्स में जो डालने बोलेंगे वो यहाँ, और प्रिंट एस, सीरीज का नाम जो भी आपने एस लिखा है तो यहाँ एस। अगर क्वेश्चन पेपर में कोई नाम दिया हुआ है सीरीज का तो उसी नाम को आप ये दोनों जगह प्रिंट में और ये स्टार्टिंग में डाल देंगे। नेक्स्ट, डिफरेंसेस पूछे जाएंगे। डिफरेंसेस में MySQL का ग्रुप बाय वर्सेस ऑर्डर बाय या फिर सिंगल रो फंक्शंस। तो यहाँ पे MySQL के कोई भी 2 डिफरेंसेस पूछे जाएंगे। डिफरेंसेस ऑलरेडी मैं समझा चुकी हूँ, लिखने का प्रोसीजर कैसे है। सीरियल नंबर लिखेंगे, कीज़ किस पॉइंट पे आप उसका डिफ्रेंशिएट कर रहे हैं, फिर दोनों हेडिंग को ऊपर लिख लेंगे जैसे वेब ब्राउज़र और वेब सर्वर, और उसके बाद आप उसके डिफरेंसेस को लिखेंगे। अगर आपको कीज़ ये नहीं याद आ रहे हैं तो आप सीधे 2 पॉइंट्स को लिख लीजिए, जैसे ऑल्टर अपडेट। ऑल्टर एक DDL कमांड है, अपडेट एक DML कमांड है। कॉलम के लिए हम ऑल्टर यूज़ करते हैं, एट्रीब्यूट्स के लिए, टपल और रो के लिए हम अपडेट यूज़ करते हैं। तो ऐसे करके हम लिखेंगे डिफरेंसेस को। तो इससे क्या होगा, हमको याद भी रहेगा पढ़ते समय, और ये अच्छे से क्लैरिटी के साथ आप ऐसे लिख दीजिए। अगर नहीं बन रहा है तब आप पैराग्राफ में लिख दीजिए डिफरेंसेस को। नेक्स्ट, इसमें एसक्यूएल के राउंड के 2-3 क्वेश्चंस हैं। तो राउंड को हमको अच्छे से समझना है कि राउंड कैसे काम करता है। अगर कॉमा करके कोई वैल्यू नहीं दिया हुआ है तो वो डेसिमल के बाद के डिजिट्स को हटा के उसमें चेक करेगा। अगर 0 to 4 है तो फिर +1 कैरी नहीं करेगा, 0 to 4 में वही ट्रंकेट जैसे ही रखेगा, और अगर 5 to 9 है तो 1 कैरी कर देगा। इसका राउंड का जो एक सेपरेट वीडियो है मैं लिंक शेयर कर दे रही हूँ नीचे, आप लोग देख लीजिए उसको। नेक्स्ट, सीरीज के प्रिंट कमांड्स आने वाले हैं कंडीशंस के साथ। तो यहाँ पे कंडीशंस कैसे लिखते हैं, हम सीरीज का नाम लिखते हैं, स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में कंडीशन को डाल देते हैं। नेक्स्ट काउंट स्टार काउंट कॉलम नेम का डिफरेंस आता है, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है। काउंट स्टार में अगर किसी एक कॉलम में नल वैल्यू है उसको भी रिकॉर्ड को काउंट कर लेगा, और काउंट कॉलम नेम में उस नल वैल्यू को, उस कॉलम के नल वैल्यू को काउंट नहीं करेगा। नेक्स्ट एसक्यूएल स्ट्रिंग फंक्शंस, लेफ्ट, सब स्ट्रिंग, मिड, इन स्ट्रिंग, इसके क्वेश्चंस तो आएंगे ही, इसको अच्छे से हम लोग अलग एक वीडियो में पूरा प्रैक्टिस कर लेंगे। डेटा फ्रेम में ऐड न्यू कॉलम 2 बार आएगा, एक यहाँ पे और एक नीचे 5 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन में। ऐड न्यू रो आएगा, कॉलम का ऐड करने के लिए हम डेटा फ्रेम का नाम लिखते हैं, स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में कॉलम का नाम इक्वल्स टू जो वैल्यूज डालने हैं, और ऐड न्यू रो में हम LOC यूज करके, तो इसका मैं पीछे पूरा अटैच कर दे रही हूँ, जो ये क्वेश्चन पेपर सॉल्व जो है, ये क्वेश्चन पेपर और इसके साथ सारे आंसर्स जो हैं वो मैं पीछे अटैच कर दे रही हूँ। नेक्स्ट नेटवर्क के फुल फॉर्म्स हमने एक पेज में लिख लिए हैं, उसको पूरे को याद कर लेंगे। सोसाइटल हेल्थ इफेक्ट्स सोसाइटल ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, टेक्नोलॉजी का हमारे हेल्थ पे या सोसाइटी पे क्या इफेक्ट हो रहा है। हेल्थ वाला तो अच्छे से आपको पढ़ना है, आइज़ इफेक्ट हो रहे हैं, हेडेक हो रहा है ज़्यादा मोबाइल यूज़ करने से, अभी भी आप ऑनलाइन ही आप पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं। नेक्स्ट डिजिटल फुटप्रिंट्स क्या होते हैं, जो भी हम ऑनलाइन काम करते हैं वो सारे हमारे रिकॉर्ड हो जाते हैं, तो उसको हम डिजिटल फुटप्रिंट बोलते हैं। और बाद में अगर किसी को चेक करना है कि आपने ऑनलाइन क्या काम किया है, तो कोई भी आपके फुटप्रिंट्स को चेक कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट इसमें पार्ट बी सेक्शन 4 में 3 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन है ये सारे। इसमें सीरीज वर्सेस लिस्ट ऑपरेशंस, इसमें डिफरेंस बिटवीन सीरीज एंड लिस्ट, कैसे स्टार कैसे प्लस लगा के दोनों के ऑपरेशंस में क्या डिफरेंसेस हैं। आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट्स, नेट एटिकेट्स कौन से हैं, स्पेलिंग इसमें गलत है, नेट एटिकेट्स का स्पेलिंग ठीक है। तो ये ऑलरेडी मैंने अभी दिखाया कि एनसीईआरटी बुक का पीछे का जो लेटेस्ट रिवाइज है पूरा यहीं से आया हुआ है। ये पूरे यहाँ पे आप देखिए, आइडेंटिटी थेफ्ट्स, नेट एटिकेट्स, ये सब यहीं पे दिए हुए हैं, तो आपको ये पूरा पढ़ना पड़ेगा। ये सारे इसमें समरी में बुक के पीछे पूरे एक साथ दिए हुए हैं। नेक्स्ट पाइप्लॉट के जो क्वेश्चंस है उसमें आपको पता ही है, जो एक्स एक्सिस में डालना है, वाई एक्सिस में डालना है। फर्स्ट लाइन हमेशा इंपोर्ट matplotlib.pyplot लिखते हैं हम लोग। फिर एक्स एक्सिस में आपको क्या डिनोट, सपोज स्टूडेंट का नाम डालना है, वाई एक्सिस में आपको क्या डालना है, मार्क्स डालने हैं। फिर अगर लाइन प्लॉट करना है तो plt.plot हो जाएगा, अगर बार प्लॉट करना है तो plt.bar हो जाएगा। एक्स लेबल, वाई लेबल, टाइटल और शो, एक्स एक्सिस में जो लेबल डालना चाहते हैं, वाई एक्सिस में जो लेबल डालना चाहते हैं वाई लेबल से, और ऊपर जो टाइटल। और शो हमेशा हर उसमें, चाहे हम लाइन प्लॉट करें चाहे बार, कोई भी प्लॉट करने पे लास्ट में हमको डॉट शो फंक्शन उसको डिस्प्ले करने के लिए यूज़ करना है। नेक्स्ट लास्ट 3 मार्क का जो क्वेश्चन है वो सिलेक्ट क्वेरी है यूजिंग फंक्शंस। तो आपने पेपर में ऑलरेडी देखा है कि ये जो क्वेश्चंस है इसमें ये केस स्टडी है, ये 2 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चंस है। फिर ये 3 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चंस है। 3 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन में ये लास्ट वाला जो क्वेश्चन है इसमें डिस्प्ले यूज द एवरेज प्राइस दिखाना है, टाइप ऑफ व्हीकल, टोटल प्राइस। तो इसमें ज़्यादातर फंक्शंस यूज़ करके है। सिलेक्ट क्वेरीज है तो सिलेक्ट लिख के फिर जो भी काम करना है फंक्शन या फिर जो भी इसमें कॉलम नेम्स रहेंगे फ्रॉम टेबल नेम। इसके बाद अगर ऑर्डर बाय लिखना है, अरेंज इन असेंडिंग डिसेंडिंग, तो ऑर्डर बाय यूज करेंगे। अगर यहाँ पे जैसे पहला क्वेश्चन ईच टाइप है, ईच में हम क्या लिखते हैं, हमेशा ग्रुप बाय लिखते हैं। नेक्स्ट लास्ट सेक्शन जो है 5 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन है। तो ये 5 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन में डेटा फ्रेम का क्वेश्चन आएगा ही, क्रिएशन ऑफ डेटा फ्रेम और उसके फंक्शंस, और MySQL के सारे 5 सिलेक्ट क्वेरीज आने वाले हैं। तो ये आपने देखा ही है कि MySQL के ये 5 सिलेक्ट क्वेरीज आएंगे। और लास्ट वाला जो क्वेश्चन रहेगा वो एक केस स्टडी रहेगा नेटवर्किंग के ऊपर, जिसमें लेआउट, टोपोलॉजी, डिवाइसेस, नेटवर्क डिवाइसेस, गाइडेड एंड अनगाइडेड, ये सारे क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे। तो आपको इसके आंसर्स जो है, अभी मैं इसके बाद वाला जो वीडियो है एक एक क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करके मैं इसी में अटैच कर दे रही हूँ। तो एक एक क्वेश्चन को अब हम लोग डिटेल में सॉल्व करने जा रहे हैं। आप उसको अच्छे से, सारे इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस हैं, आप उसको अच्छे से लिख लीजिए। पेपर बहुत इजी है क्योंकि सेम टाइप के क्वेश्चंस ही आने वाले हैं। आपको खाली इन क्वेश्चंस को अच्छे से समझना है और इसी टाइप के क्वेश्चंस को सॉल्व करना है। और ये सारे जितने एनसीईआरटी बुक में दिए हुए हैं, ये एनसीईआरटी बुक को आपको अच्छे से, एक एक चीज को आपको अच्छे से यहाँ पे, जैसे न्यूमेरिक फंक्शंस कौन कौन से कैसे काम करते हैं, तो ये सारे फंक्शंस, सिंगल रो फंक्शंस कौन कौन से हैं, एग्रीगेट फंक्शंस कौन कौन से हैं, एक एक न्यूमेरिक फंक्शन राउंड को कैसे सॉल्व करना है, ये सारे इसमें दिए हुए हैं। सारे स्ट्रिंग फंक्शंस, यू केस, अपर, लोअर, एल केस, मिड, सब स्ट्रिंग, इसका फंक्शन का बहुत, ये माई एसक्यूएल 25 मार्क्स का आएगा, तो इसको फंक्शन ही ज़्यादा आएंगे, तो इसलिए इसको और अच्छे से सॉल्व कर लेंगे। हम एक बार देख लेते हैं मार्क्स को पूरे, क्योंकि हम लोग को फिर उसी हिसाब से काम पढ़ाई करना है। देखिए इसमें सीरीज 7 मार्क्स के हैं, डेटा फ्रेम 15 मार्क्स का है, पाइपलॉट 3 मार्क्स, माई एसक्यूएल 25 मार्क्स, नेटवर्किंग 10 मार्क्स, सोशल इम्पैक्ट 10 मार्क्स। तो माई एसक्यूएल का जो चैप्टर है, सिंगल चैप्टर, एक चैप्टर एनसीईआरटी बुक में, उसको अच्छे से कर लेते हैं। डेटा फ्रेम और सीरीज का एक चैप्टर है, उसको अच्छे से कर लेते हैं। तो यहाँ पे हमारा 25, 30, 60 अप्रॉक्सीमेटली यहीं पे 50 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन हमसे हो जाएगा। उसके बाद नेटवर्किंग के हम कर लेंगे, सोसाइटल, तो हमारा फुल मार्क्स आराम से आ सकता है। तो आज ही से हम एनसीईआरटी बुक का मैं लिंक डाल दे रही हूँ नीचे, आप पढ़ना शुरू कर दीजिए। और जो मैं अभी वीडियो में पूरे क्वेश्चंस को, पेपर को सॉल्व कर रही हूँ, इस सोल्यूशन को आप कॉपी में अच्छे से लिख लीजिए और अच्छे से प्रिपेयर कर लीजिए। तो मेरे को आशा है कि आप लोग सभी को फुल मार्क्स मिलेगा। सो ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर योर एग्जाम्स। चलिए अब हम लोग पेपर सॉल्व करते हैं। हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, नाउ सीबीएसई हैज published the new sample question paper for you all. So now we will start preparing exactly as the sample question paper has been framed. So new pattern has been this time. So 2021, you can see here in CBSE site. If you go in CBSE site, here cbseacademic.nic.in/sample question paper SQP of class 12th, all the question papers, and class 10th, all the question papers are there. So here see the pattern, two parts are there, part A and part B. In part A, two sections are there, section 1 and section 2. In part B, 3 sections are there, that is section 3, section 4 and section 5. So total 5 sections are there, 5 questions you will see, and in that the question numbers you can see in the section. That is, in 1 you are having 1 to 21, total 21 questions in section 1 of part A, which consists of MCQ, very short answer, one word answer or one line answer. So out of 21 question, you have to solve only 15 questions, that is internal choice of 1 mark. So you can see here the total marks will be 15. Now section 2 is case study. So 2 case study you will have. Now in this sample question paper, one case study is from data frame and the second case study is from MySQL. Now in that case study, subparts are there, 5 subparts are there, and in which you can see here the 4 you have to attempt. So internal choice is of 4 and any 4 you have to attempt out of 5. Now next, again one case study, MySQL case study is there. Here also out of 5 you have to attempt 4. So all are of 1 marks. Now the next is your part B, which is a descriptive questions, descriptive answer you have to write. And here the 3 sections, section 3, 4, 5. Section 3 has 24 to 33, 10 questions, where each question is of 2 marks, so total 20 marks, and internal choice is there in any 2 of the questions. Then section 4, 34 to 37, 4 questions, and here 3 marks each, so total 12 marks, and here any 2 question is having internal choice. Next is your 5 marks question. This is the last section, that is section 5. Here you can see 3 questions, 38 to 40, 5 marks, so 15 marks total. Now in this we have seen that 38 question consists of data frame, 39 is of MySQL, and 40th question is of networking. Now we will see the question paper here. Now in this question paper you have seen how they have written, that is 2 parts are there having choices, and in these 2 parts, part A is having 2 sections. So in this part A, that is section 1, you have to answer in one word or one line, and here 1 marks each question is there. So in section 1 you have to attempt 15 question. So we will go through the question now. Now next is our so section 2 is also a case study. Section 2 has 2 case studies, and in this you have to solve 4 out of 5 subparts. Part B is descriptive paper where 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks question is there in 3 sections. So we will see one by one all the questions here. So, and separate videos I will make for solving those 5 marks question in detail. Clear? So here the answer is also given. You can open the answer and you can check it also. So here these are the marking scheme. It is provided by CBSE only, the marking scheme also. So go through the first, we will see all the questions here. Now you can see question number 1, it is a fill in the blanks, half marks each. Clear? Now next is question number 2 is also fill in the blanks, so 1 marks. Next, output. So solution I will do in the second video. Now today I am just showing the pattern of the question paper. You can see here total 21 questions in section 1. Here mostly fill in the blanks, one word answer, one line answer. Now section 2 you can see 22nd and 23rd question is a case study and compulsory. You have to attempt here. Now in this you can see any 4 questions from 1 to 5, means we are having a choice here. So 1 to 5 means 5 questions are given, and in this any 4 we have to solve. So in this MCQ is given and different types of questions are given. So we will go through the question also. Now question number 23 is a case study of your MySQL. You can see here MySQL case study, and in this you are having single table, and then the commands they have asked here. Select query is given and we have to solve it and select the correct option. Now the next is, since it is in Word, converted into Word, little bit formatting problem you might face here. Now next is the output of the commands here. So you can see here A, B, C, D, 4 options are given. You have to select the output from these options. So this is your section. Now these are all of 1 marks. Now part B is descriptive. You have to write the answer, 2 marks, 3 marks and 5 marks. So 2 marks, 10 question will be there. So here you can see series question, to create a series. So it is easy. You have already solved these type of questions. Now difference between single row function and multiple row function or the aggregate functions you have written. Now here internal choice is there, means out of these 2 you have to solve any one. So order by and group by clause they have given here, the next one. Now next question is you have to use function, that is round function you have to use, and you have to round it off. So 2 marks, this is of 2 marks. Then series they have given, and you have to display the name of the furniture. So you have to check here. You can use here where method and you can display the outputs. Next is select star and select commission. This also we have done. So all the questions almost we have done. We will do in detail all the question. Today we are seeing how the pattern of the CBSE. So 2 marks here you have seen, 10 question are given. Now 3 marks question you have section 2, 4 questions. Now in this also you can see internal choices there. In question number 35 and 36, internal choices there. So we have to write the output and we have to write the code. So here the graphs are given and we have to write the program. So these are of 3 marks. Now this one is of 3 marks, so we have to write the select query. That is SQL command you have to write, and all the 3 select query, display and count is given, select query you have to write. Then section 3 is 3 question of 5 marks. One is from data frame. Then the next one is your MySQL, 5 questions. Now here also OR is there, means internal choice is there. Next is the last one is your computer network case study, in which wings are given and those 5 questions which we have already done, that is cable layout, best, then where to place the server, and which is the most appropriate topology, and then next is where to place the repeaters and hubs or switches, and then the extension. So I think paper is the same. It is very easy, only the pattern they have changed. So pattern, once again we will go through the pattern. That is 21 question of 1 marks, 1 word, 1 line or MCQ, out of which we have to do only 15, 1 5. Then section 2, 2 question case study from data frame and MySQL. Now in that sub part, out of 5 we have to solve 4. Then section part B, section 3, 10 question, 2 marks, where internal choice in 2 questions. Then section 4, 4 questions of 3 marks, where internal choice in 2 questions. And the last one is 3 questions of 5 marks. So we will start solving the questions. So in our next video we will solve the question paper, that similar type of questions which is asked in CBSE board. So you just keep in touch, and so that you can just go through all the videos. So one by one we will start from tomorrow. Each and every section questions we will see, which type of questions will be asked in board exam and how to solve. So all the best for your exams. Thank you. Have a nice day. Hello everyone. Now in our series of 12th IP sample question paper by CBSE board, we are solving today part A, section 1, question number 1 to 21. That is MCQ, very short answer and short answer. That is 1 word answer or 1 line answer. So total 21 questions will be there of 1 marks, in which we have to solve only 15 questions. So let us see which all questions will be asked. So CBSE has issued this paper. So you can see here, this is your sample paper. Now one by one questions we will discuss. Now this pattern will be followed during board exam. So state whether true or false a copyright is automatically granted to authors or creators of content. Now whenever we are making our own content, suppose any music or any lyrics or anything, it can be, you are writing a book or anything, so automatically that copyright is given to you. So a copyright is automatically granted to authors or creators of content, so it is true. Next, in FOSS means free open source software, source code is usually hidden from the user. Now what does open source software means? Open means it is open, that is your source code is open to you. So here the answer will be false, because it is written that source code is usually hidden from the user. No, it is not hidden. It is open for the user. All the users can go through the source code. Like example, Linux and many free softwares are there, in which you can see the program, the source code. Next, fill in the blanks. The command used to give a heading to a graph is plt.title is the answer. Now all the answers you can see in the right hand side. CBSE has given the marking scheme also. Now show will show the table, plot will draw a line, that is line chart it will should make. X label will give a label to the x-axis, Y label will give a label to the y-axis, title will give the heading to a graph. So here the question was the command used to give a heading to a graph, so answer will be plt.title. Now next is write the output of the following SQL command. Select round 49.88. Now here after comma nothing is there, so it will be 0 by default, means after decimal you have to remove the digits. Now we always check when round is there. If after decimal, since we have to remove it, if the next digit after decimal is 0 to 4, then we will not disturb the integer part, and if it is 5 to 9, then plus 1 will be there. So here the answer will be 50, because 0.8 means, or 0.88 means it is in the range of point. We will see just the next digit after decimal. So it is 0.8. So 8 is in the range of 5 to 9. So plus 1 will be there, and 49 plus 1 is 50. So answer will be 50. Next is given a pandas series called sequences. The command which will display the first 4 rows is. Now head is used to display the 4 rows, and in bracket argument the total number of rows which you want to display, that will be there. Name of the series is sequences. So answer will be A, that is print sequences dot. It is always in small letter. All the modules you have seen, all the modules are in small letter, lowercase, and argument is 4 because 4 rows you want to see. So it is head only, not heads. Now next is given the following. Now we are going through the answers also. So two series are given, S1 and S2, and you have to print the sum of the series. So answer will be print S1 plus S2. So here on right hand side you can see the answers, also print S1 plus S2. Next is, so I will do one thing, I will use a pen here so that I can show you the outputs also. Alright. Now next is using Python matplotlib, dash can be used to count how many values fall into each interval. Now already we have done that. Histogram will display the total number of values for each interval. Suppose the marks between 90 to 100, or total how many students got in a range like 90 to 100, then 80 to 90, 70 to 80, and so on. We are using histogram. So here the answer will be histogram. That is, in histogram it will count how many values fall in each interval. Now next is to prevent to prevent unauthorized access to and or from the network, a system known as dash can be implemented by hardware and or software. So we all know that the combination of hardware and software to prevent unauthorized access to or from the network, already we have studied. Firewall is the combination of hardware and software to prevent unauthorized access in internet. Next, so answer will be firewall here. Now next is in a data frame, axis equals to 1 represents the column elements. So here we all know that axis equals to 0 are the row elements and axis equals to 1 are the column elements. So answer will be column. Which of the following is not a network topology? We have already learned all the network topologies, that is star, bus, ring, mesh, tree, so many we have learned. Now bug is an error which can be removed. So bug is not a network topology. These are the computer programming errors which can be removed. Yeah. Now next is now for web pages where the information is changed frequently, for example stock prices, weather information, which out of the following options would you advice. So we all know dynamic means at runtime and static is fixed. So static web page, you cannot change the information, and dynamic web page, we are changing the information. So stock prices and all the data, weather forecast, whatever is changing continuously, we are using the dynamic web pages. So dynamic means at runtime you can change the data or information. So here the answer will be dynamic web page. AVG function in MySQL is an example of aggregate function. This also you have done the 5 aggregate function where max, min, count, AVG, and max, min, count, sum, and AVG. So already 5 we have done aggregate functions. So here they have asked about AVG, so you will write aggregate function. If they ask about max, min, count, all these are aggregate. Other than these 5, if anything else they will ask you, those are your single row function. So at that time you will select whether it is a math function, date function, or text function. Next is the practice of taking someone else's work or idea and passing them off as one's own is known as plagiarism. Now this we have already done in the last previous sample question paper also, this was given. So plagiarism means you are stealing the work of others and pasting in your name that this work as if it is done by you. So that is a crime. So that is called plagiarism. The practice of taking someone else's work or ideas and passing them off as one's own. Like suppose you are just copy pasting someone else's project work from internet and presenting in your name, that is an example of plagiarism. Next is in pandas, the function used to check for null values in a data frame is null function you have already used. So is null function we will use in pandas to display the check the null values, whether it is null or not. Return true if it is null value, and it will return false if it is not a null value. Next is I can keep you signed in. I can remember your site preferences. I can give you locally relevant content. Who am I? So we all know these days cookies in our mobile, in our whenever we are using internet. Simply whenever suppose I want to make a cake and I am searching that how to make a cake. Now automatically you will see that all your social sites are showing you how to make the cake. So videos, many things you will get about that topic. So, and whenever you are signing in, it will ask you whether to save it or not. So I can keep you signed in. So cookies is the answer. Next is who amongst the following is not an example of browser? So we all know Chrome is a browser, Firefox is a browser, Edge is a browser, whereas Avast is an antivirus. So we all have already used Avast. Avast is an antivirus. It is not a browser. Next, a mail or message sent to a large number of people indiscriminately without their consent is called spam. Now, spam we all know when we are using our mail, that time there are many spams without our knowledge to just to a large number of people they are sending it, and so this mail is called a spam. Next, according to the survey, one of the major Asian countries generates approximately about 2 million tons of electronic waste per year. Only 1.5% of the total e-waste gets recycled. Suggest a method to manage e-waste. Now, e-waste you cannot throw here and there, so e-waste only to some companies are there where you have to either you have to submit it there, you can call them, they can collect it also. Now here it is written by CBSE, the answer is buy environmentally friendly electronics, donate used electronics to social programs, reuse, refurbish electronics, recycling of e-waste. So normally it is done, we are giving to those companies and they are recycling it, and we are trying to reuse or give to the you can give to any organization who will simply reuse your electronic items. Next is the dash command can be used to make changes in the rows of a table. Now we all know update command is used to make changes in a row of a table. So here the answer will be update. Whenever we want to change any data, we are using update table name, set column name equals to the new value and where we use a condition. Next, write the SQL command that will display the current date and time. So we have already used now. So to display the current date and time, select now and parenthesis. So semicolon we have to use in MySQL. So now is the SQL command function that will display the current date and time. Next, Dash network device is known as intelligent hub. Now hub we are using to connect all the computers, and intelligent hub means switch will be the answer, as whenever we are using switch, they know that which computer is sending the information to which computer, and directly it will send the information to that computer. So routing also it is done, routing work also it is done. So switch is intelligent hub. Next, receiving irrelevant unwanted emails repeatedly in, and this already it was asked, that unwanted or irrelevant emails, huge bulk of mails, so all these are called spam or spamming. Here, so this is your section 1. Now go through the questions and you just see that what type of questions from MySQL, from networking, from security, society, law and ethics, and from Python. That is your data frame series as well as your pyplot. So which all questions are asked, that you go through, and if you have any doubt, you just write in the comment section whatever doubts you are having. So this was your first, that is part A, section 1, 1 to 21, MCQ, short answer and very short answers, that is one word or one line, and total 21 questions were there. Now in the next video we will do our 2 case study, that is section 2 of part A, that is one case study of data frame and the second case study of MySQL. So these are very easy. You just simply go through it and you will understand how to write the answers. So we will try to make 5 videos covering each topic, each section. You can see here each section is there. So just enjoy learning. Have a nice day. Thank you. Hello students. Now we will complete the solution of the sample question paper issued by CBSE. So already the first section we have solved. Now today we will do the second and the other sections. So section 2, as you are seeing here, is containing 2 questions, 2 case study, question number 22 and question number 23. Now 5 sub questions will be asked, out of which you have to solve 4 questions each of data frame and MySQL. So one case study is from data frame and the second case study is from MySQL. Now the third section consists of short answer, 2 marks, 10 question. Then the fourth section is long answer, 3 marks, 4 question. And the fifth section is 5 marks, 3 question. Now 5 marks will be from data frame, MySQL and networking. 5 marks question will be asked. So let us solve all the questions here. Now you can see the question paper. This is from question number section 2 we are starting. So 2 case studies. Both the case studies are compulsory. Attempt any 4 subparts from each section. Each subpart contains 1 mark. So 1 marks question will be there on this case study. So here you can see the case study. Consider the following data frame DF and answer any 4 questions from 1 to 5. So this data frame is given here, where roll number, name and unit test marks 1, 2, 3, 4 unit test marks are given. Now questions are asked on this table. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions are asked. Write down the command that will give the following output. Now you can see the output here. All the column names are given here, and you can see here 6T24. So from this table all the maximum things are asked. So 6 is the maximum roll number. T is the last name. If you arrange it alphabetically, T will be the last one. So here the max function you have to use. The option also they have given here. Now how to write the max function? the second option is correct. So B option is correct. Always the functions contains a parenthesis. So here you can see the data frame name is df. So print df dot max, then the parenthesis or the round bracket should be there. So it is of 1 marks. Then question number 2 is the teacher needs to know the marks scored by the student with roll number 4. So now we have to search here the roll number 4. Help her to identify the correct set of statements from the given option. Now option is given to you. We all know how to search the roll number. So here your A option is checking double equals to. Whenever we are searching or comparing or checking, then equality sign is used. So double equals to 4, A is given. As well as in D also you can see here double equals to 4 is given. Clear? So here normally we are writing the A option. Whenever we have done it practically, we were using the square bracket and the column name in, if it is in string, then the column name in quotes. So we were already using the A option. Now here you can see the answers given by CBSE. These are your answers given by CBSE. Now in this, the D option is also using double equals to 4. So this is also the correct option. Now the next question is, which of the following statements will give the exact number of values in each column of the data frame? So you have to count how many values are there. So we will use here the count function. Now multiple answers can be correct. So you can see here the first one, that is count empty parenthesis, and the second one count 0, that is you are using here the axis 0. So both the options are correct. So here in the answer you can see here A option, both 1 and 2, as both are correct. Now the next one, which of the following command will display the column labels of the data frame? To see the column labels, we are using df.columns without parenthesis. So here the D option is correct, that is print df.columns S. This, be careful, columns when you are seeing normally, like last class and list we were using shape, size, we were not using the parenthesis. So here also to find out the column labels we are using only columns, the parenthesis is not used, and columns S will be used. So here the D option is correct. Now the next question is, Ms. Sharma, the class teacher, wants to add a column. Now new column addition already you have done so many times. So here normally data frame name, then the column name in square bracket. If it is a string, it will be in quotes, and then the value. So here you can see the B option is correct. So we will write here the B option. The answer is also given here by CBSE. So B option is correct. So this question is asked 2 times in this question paper. So this question is important. To add a new column, it is asked afterwards also. You have seen to add a new column in 2 marks question, 1 mark was there, to add a new column activity. So this is very important in data frame, how to add a new column. So do it nicely. So the name of the data frame you can see here, DF is given, data frame, and then in square bracket you are writing the grades. I will take a pen and then I will show it. So here you can see the B option, DF, grades, and then all the values. So this is your correct option. Now the column name is written in square bracket, which new column which you want to add. Now the next portion is, yes, now the next question is, consider the table student. Now here the 5 marks are over of the first case study. Now the second case study we are starting, MySQL case study, where a table will be given to you, student table is given to you, and here you, according to the output, the question is there that state the command that will give the output as this. Now only the names you can see, Anand, Chetan, Geet and Preeti. Now here Anand, Chetan, Geet and Preeti, 4 names. Now what similarity they have, that you have to check. So they can be of class 11, 12th, correct, but 11, 12 there are other students also, this also, so this is not there, so no, that is wrong. Next will be Agra or Mumbai. So Agra and Mumbai will be correct. Yes, four. First four. You can see the first four answers they have given: Anand, Chetan, Geet, and Preeti. So only the first four you can see here: Agra and Mumbai. So we will see select name from table name where city. Two methods are there to check. One method is where city equals to Agra or city equals to Mumbai, and the second method is where city in Agra, Mumbai. So these two, third and fourth options are correct. So B option. We will write here B, both 3 and 4. Next is what will be the output of the following command. Now where gender equals to F and order by marks. So marks will be arranged in increasing order. Now you can see here order by marks only is written. So increasing order, this is decreasing. So for this is not correct. This is increasing. Yes, F is correct. So second one, I think it will be right. Now let us see what all things you have to show. If it is star, that means all. So here B option will be correct. In B option, all the values. Let us check our answer here. Yes, B option is correct. Clear? Since it is written here star, select star. So all the columns you have to display. Now the next question is Prachi has given the following command to obtain. Now let us see here highest marks. So maximum marks you have to, but highest marks, select this, but not getting the desired output. No, where is not used along with group by. So this is the mistake. Select max marks from student, only group by class. Class wise, if you want to see the highest marks, then group by class. So where is not to be used. So here the answer will be from student, group by class. The D should be the answer. Let us see the answer here. Yes, D is the correct answer. Select class, max marks from the table name, yes, student. So D is correct. Rest are wrong because here where cannot be used with group by. Second thing is group by marks is wrong. Group by class should be there. Class wise highest scorer you have to display. Next is state the command to display the average marks scored by students of each gender. Of each gender means group by gender, it should be each gender who are in class 11. So having class condition is class 11. So wherever group by gender and having class 11 is written, that is correct. Now out of these two, from student should be there. So fourth one is the correct option. As well as suppose you want to check the class previously and then you want to check here, you can see here that the first option also is correct. So the second and third will be state the command to display this of each who are in class 11th. So here second option is completely wrong. So first and third option, first and fourth is correct, fourth. Second option, where is written after group by? It should be where first and the, all right. Actually the fourth option is correct here, but in this answer they have given here. So this I will check it, and this we will, you do one thing in comment section, you just write, because as per me this only this fourth one is correct here, and here in answer they have given here both second and fourth both. In second they have written group by first and where afterwards. So we will check it. Practically we will run this command using this and we will check it. Alright. Now the next command is help Ritesh to write the command to display the name of the youngest. Now youngest means maximum date of birth should be there, and if it is oldest then minimum date of birth should be there. So here you can see the maximum date of birth, only B option is correct. So it is very easy, in seconds you can do it. Yes, now the descriptive part we are starting here. In descriptive part, that is part B, section 1. So those questions, all right, we will make one more video for this. So this we have completed, that is a case study. That is your section 2 of part A, in which 2 case studies are asked. So in our next video we will complete this part B. So thank you, have a nice day. Hello students. Now in our series of question paper solving, we have already solved part A section 1 and 2. Now today we will solve part B section 3, that is short answer question, from question number 24 to question number 33. 10 questions will be asked of 2 marks. Now this is as per the latest CBSE sample question paper pattern. So in board exam you all know that it has been changed, the pattern has been changed. 2 parts and 5 sections will be there. So today we are solving part B section 3. So total 20 marks, that is 10 questions of 2 marks each, and there will be choice in any of the 2 questions. Now let us see which all questions will be asked. So here you can see the questions, and CBSE has also published the answers also. So we will go through the CBSE answers as well. Now in the first question, you have already solved till part A, all the questions of part A, that is till question number 23. Now today we are going to start with question number 24 to 33, 10 questions. First question will be to create a series, and the format will be given index and the values will be given to you. So we all know first line, whenever the question is create a series, first line you are writing import pandas as PD, then you are creating the series, pd.series, S will be capital, and the values, this values you will write in a square bracket making a list, and then comma, the index you are writing here in another list. So index is this index which is given here, term 1, term 2. So whatever index will be given to you, you will write here index equals to in square bracket. If it is string, you will write in quotes. You can see here at the top, single quote is given. And if it is numeric value, then no quotes are given. Clear? So this is how to create a series. You can write here print M1 is the name of the series given. You can give any name, like in your copy you were writing as any name. Achha, it is given here in the question paper. So you have to use M1. Yes. So here you can write print M1. So marks distribution you have seen that print for importing you will get half marks. Then for usage of series, S will be capital, half marks. Stating index list, half marks. And for creating the object M1, half marks. So like this the marking is given. Now the next question is state any 2 difference between single row function and multiple row function. Multiple row is also called aggregate function. So this also you have written in your copies. Single row functions using where clause, all the string functions, numeric functions were your single row functions, and multiple row function where your aggregate function, max, min, count, avg, sum. So on a multiple of rows, whenever the functions are being executed, it is multiple row function. Example will be max function, min function, avg, then your count and sum. So normally using group by also you have used, or without that also you have used it. And single row is all the string functions and numeric functions. So here the answer they have given here is single row functions work on one row, whereas multiple row function group rows on a group of rows. Single row function return one output per row, whereas multiple row functions return only one output for a specific group of rows. So here for one row, one output for single row function, whereas for multiple row function, for multiple rows, one output will be there. Next is what is the difference between order by and group by clause. Order by to arrange in ascending order or descending order, and group by for grouping of the records, and you can use the aggregate function after grouping of the records. So order by clause is used to show the contents of a table relation in a sorted manner with respect to the column mentioned after the order by clause. So we are writing order by, then the column name, like order by name if you write, you will see alphabetically from A to Z it will be sorted, and if you are writing order by name DESC, then in descending order it is getting sorted. Whereas the group by clause is used to group rows in a given column and then apply an aggregate function max, min, etc. on the entire group. So for grouping of rows we will use group by. Clear? Here you can see single row versus multiple rows, how the marking is given, that also is given. Now the next question is, consider the decimal number x is given and you have to round it off to a whole number. Now round function you have already done, so you will write select round, and in bracket if it is a whole number, directly the value of x you will write, that is this whatever is given here 84, this value you will write here in bracket. Next will be to round it off to 2 decimal before the decimal. Now before the decimal we are writing -2, and after the decimal it will be +2. So here you can see before the decimal, if you have to round it off, -2 is given. Okay. Now the next question is, consider the following series and you have to write the command which will display the name of the furniture, so where clause, and the next is write the command to name the series as furniture. So here directly the condition you will give, directly you can write here the name of the series and where the value is greater than 250. So print the name of the series is s underscore amount, and in square bracket the condition you will write, that is s underscore amount greater than 250. The condition is given. And the next one is you have to give the name of the series. So here the name of the series was s underscore amount dot name. You are changing the name to furniture. So this is the next answer. Now select star and count star and count commission. This also is a common question which is asked in paper, and we have already solved that count star will count all the tuples in the table employee, including if any column commission has null value, it will count that also. So if 5 records are there, 5 tuples are there, it will display 5. And if the commission is containing, suppose 5 out of 5, 3 null values, then it will show only 2. So count commission will count only the value excluding the null values. Null values it will not count. And here count star will count all, including even if any column is having null value, it will count that also. So here including null and excluding null you will write. Next is here the string is given to you and you have to display a part of the string. So substring we have already done, which displays a part of the string from middle. If it is from the middle, any part you have to display, then substring, substr or supstring or mid. Any 3 you can use. If it is from the right hand side, like occupied you have to show, you can use right also. If it is from the left hand side, then left we are using. So here you can see occupied you have to display, that is from 4th character. If you are using substr, then the start and the number of characters. Without that also it will show all. So here you can see select substr, preoccupied is the string, comma, the start value is 4. If instead of full, if it is showing only a part, then the number of characters also you have to mention. 4th character is the start one. If you want to show only till P, then you will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. So here it was till the end. So the total number of characters is not required here. And right already you have used, from right 8 characters you have to display. So any one of these 4 you can write for occupied. Now for cup, now cup is your, you see which number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th, it is the start, and how many characters? 3 characters, 6, 3. So you can see here the answer. Same thing, substring you can use or mid you can use, and the syntax is the string, the start value, and how many characters you have to display. The start value is 6 and 3 characters you have to display. So here this is the answer. Any one of these 3 you can write. Next one is consider the same string and the position of cup in. Now whenever we are finding the position of a string, we are using in string. So in string, the first one and the second string is, it will return the position of the second string and the first string. Here one bracket should be there after in string. one open bracket parenthesis is missing. After left also it is missing. The first one will be preoccupied, comma, cup. It will return the position of cup in the first string. The B part is the first 4 letters of the string. Now this is also very easy. Left, first 4 letters. You can use here substring or mid also. First 4 letters means 1 comma 4, or normally we are using here left also. Left will display the first 4 characters. So these functions are easy. You have already done substring, in string, left, right, mid. So from this, even you have seen at the end also 5 marks question also. One question, all the questions from this function has been asked. So this part, substring, in string, mid, left, right, you do it nicely. Yes, now the next question is question number 30. A data frame, class frame is given to you and they have asked you to add a new column. Already in case study, you know how to add a new column was asked. The same question has been repeated here. So you are adding a new column activity. So you will write the name of the data frame, which is class frame. So whatever name in the question paper, maybe some other name DF will be written or some other name will be written. That name you will write. In square bracket, the new column name which is to be added, and the values, how many values, 1 2 3 4 are given here. 4 tuples are there. So any 4 activity, any activity, games, sports, painting, drawing, any activity you can write. Names are all, strings are always in single quotes or double quotes. Now next one is you have to add a new tuple or row. So here you have seen to add a new row already st4 till st4 it is given. So we will add a st5. So here LOC function we will use. Name of the data frame is class frame dot LOC and the index value is st5. Here the next value we have given xt5, and then any values of roll number, name, class, any values you can give here. Whichever is string you will write in single quotes and whichever is numeric directly you will write. These all are comma separated. Clear? So you practice these questions nicely. If you have any doubt, write in comment. 2-3 times you practice. These are easy. Now expand the following terms. Now full forms will come. 4 full forms will come. It can be any full form from your book. You just note down all the full forms. List of full forms we have already done in class. So SMTP is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. POP here it is given point-to-point protocol. Normally we are writing here Post Office Protocol. So anyone you can write. FTP is File Transfer Protocol. VoIP is Voice over Internet Protocol. Okay, so these all full forms you do it. It will be of 2 marks. Now list any 2 health hazards related to excessive use of technology. You all are using mobile these days and you all are complaining about your eyes, your headache, your backache, your neck ache. All the problems have already started. So these problems you have to note down. The sleep problem at night also, if your mobile is creating some sound or bright light problem is there, so you are having the sleep problem, impact on eyes, impact on hearing. Those who are using headphones and loud music they are listening, then they will have impact on hearing, impact on bones and joints, wrong postures, they are just bending and using the mobile, using the laptops, so they will have these problems. So any 2 health problem you have to write. So you discuss about all these problems. We have already discussed these problems. Now next is Priyanka is using her internet connection to book a flight ticket. This is a classic example of leaving a trail. So footprints will be there of web activities carried by her. What do we call this type of activity? What is the risk involved by such kind of activity? So already we have done, if anybody is doing any task, then digital footprints are left. And risk is that whenever we are doing any work, the advertisement companies are getting the information about what thing we are searching for, and they will start giving up pop-ups about regarding those things. So better not to click on those links or pop-ups because there can be any phishing task in that. Clear? So here the answer will be, we call this type of activity as digital footprints. It includes websites we visit, emails we send. So whatever we are doing, our information is going out. Clear? Now this was your 2 marks question. That is section 3 we have done of part B. Here it is written section 1 of part B, so descriptive answers. Now next is your 3 marks question will start from here, section 4 of whole paper, that is section 2 of part B. So in our next video we will do this part, 3 marks. Go through the questions nicely. If you have any doubt, write in the comment section, and especially all these questions nicely you do it. So next video we will do all the 3 marks question, and in the last video we will do all the 5 marks question. So these questions are important. Go through the questions. If you have any doubt, you ask, write in comment section. So thank you. Have a nice day. Hello students. Now we have completed part B section 3. Now today we will do part B section 4. In question paper it is written part B section 2. So long answer questions, 4 questions of 3 marks, that is total 12 marks. Question number 34 to 37. So 4 question, 1 series versus list, 1 networking, 1 pipeplot, and 1 MySQL SQL select queries are asked. So let us see the question paper here, and also we will go through the answers. So you can see here section 2 part B. Consider 2 objects x and y. X is a list whereas y is a series. Both have values, same values are given. Now list, when you multiply star 2, it will repeat, iterative, that is repetition will be there. So here 20, 40, 90, 110, 2 times it will print in square bracket. You can see here the answer 2 times in square bracket. And print y into 3, each value of the series it will multiply by 2, so 20 will be into 240. And series, you know the output how it is written, indexing by default automatically 0, 1 to 3 it will give, and values are 20, 40, 90, 110, so into 2 it will do, and 40, 80. So whatever values will be given, if it is star, that in series it will multiply, and in list it will repeat that many times. If it is 3, 3 times it will repeat. So 1 list versus series is asked. Next is your from networking, identity theft. You have already done when you are writing your own poem, own song. So that is your work and somebody else's. This is identity theft. That means your details, phishing, your details, your name, your email ID, your password, anything, any identity. If anybody is stealing and using that identity and just creating a problem, then suppose in your name somebody is commenting in some other's social media, then it is an identity theft. So what do you mean by identity theft? Explain with the help of an example. Now in the answer it is given, identity theft is the crime of obtaining the personal or financial information of another person for the sole purpose of assuming that person's name or identity to make transaction or use it to post inappropriate remarks or comments, etc. So anybody will take your details and use that details for any financial transaction or for giving comments to others. Example you can give, that in your name somebody else has created a fake Facebook account and then passing comments, or in WhatsApp something is created and then they are just passing comments to the others, sending friend request and then they are sending comments. Next is, what do you understand by net etiquettes? All the rules and regulations which we have to follow while using internet. So here they have given net etiquettes refers to the proper manner and behavior we need to exhibit while being online. So whenever we are online, you all know what all things we have to follow. These includes no copyright violation, avoid cyberbullying, you cannot bully publicly in groups. Next next is, so these all are your examples. So marking is also given. Now question number 36 is your Matplotlib. You have to plot a line or bar. Here you can see OR is given. So only now this year only line and bar is there in your syllabus. Pi has been removed. So here first question is write the code to plot it. Now you can see here how you will simply mark all the points, and then here A is having 1 2 3 4 5 6 and B is having 2 3 4 5 the values, and then plt.plot. Now we should write here actually B comma A because x-axis is always written first, so better to write B comma A. Or the second method you can see here, plt.plot, and then they have given here 2 comma 7, from 2 to 7 all the values, comma 1 comma 6. So this one is correct, the upper one is correct. Second one you better write here B comma A because 2 to 7 is your x-axis. So first we will write the x-axis, and then at the end you have to write plt.show. This is compulsory. So first line always should be import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So whenever you are writing the code of matplotlib, question number 36, first line is import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. If it is line, you are writing plt.plot. If it is bar, you are writing plt.bar. Then what is to be displayed in x-axis, in parenthesis you have to write first, and then the y-axis data. Then other x label, y label, all those things, title you have already done. So now here the last line will be plt.show. So these lines you have to write. plt.show also you have to write 1 mark for show, it is written here. Next question is, draw the following bar graph representing the number of students in each class. So here the output is given and you have to draw the bar graph. Now here you can see the classes are given in x-axis and the marks or data in y-axis. So classes we will write here in one list. Always the first line will be import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. Then the x-axis, what all data are there in one list. Y-axis, all the data is in the second list. Now plt.bar, first x-axis will come and comma y-axis. Last line is always plt.show. So this is easy. This you have done so many times. I don't think you will face any problem in this. Next question is to write the select query. The SQL, MySQL table is given to you and 3 queries will be asked. First one is display the average price of each. Each means group by you have to use. Each type of vehicle having quantity more than 20. So here AVG price, average price they have asked. Select type, comma, average price from vehicle group by type. They have given here how to group the records. So wherever each word is used, you have to use group by. Next, count the type of vehicles manufactured by each company. Now this is also group by. So all 3 you will get from group by. So group by you practice nicely. Now select what you have to display. Company, count distinct type. That is, you have to display how many distinct type are there. Count you have to do from vehicle group by company. So here in company, how many distinct type you can see here, wagon, then jeep, SUV and minivan. So distinct means distinctly it will take the type once and it will count how many are there, group by company. Next is display the total price of all the types of vehicles. So here all the types of vehicles, group by type they have taken. So in type it will be wagon, and then the total price will be sum of price into quantity will give you the total price. So here for each type, that is wagon, what is the total price? Then for Jeep, what will be the total? Now SUV 2 are there, so both it will add and then it will display. First it will multiply price into quantity of both and then it will add the 2 and it will display. So these are the answers. Now next is your last section, that is 3 5 marks question. So we have completed our section 2 of part B. That is all the 3 marks question. So go through all the 3 marks question, and if you have any doubt, you just ask me. We will discuss more of such type of questions. In our new videos, we will make more sample papers and we will discuss more such type of questions so that you can practice and you can give your exams nicely. So thank you. Have a nice day. Hello students. Now today we will solve the last section of part B, section 5, which is 3 questions of 5 marks, total 15 marks. Now these 3 questions you have seen the sample question paper from data frame, from MySQL, from networking. 3 questions have been asked. So go through the questions. Now in this video I am just showing you the sample question paper, and after that in detail we will make the videos of each topic like MySQL, all the questions together, networking, all the questions. So let us see the question paper and the answer also, which is given by CBSE. So question number 38, 39, 40 you have seen there. Now this is part B, section 3. So write a program in Python Pandas to create the data frame. Now this is very easy. You all know how to create a data frame. Name of the data frame is batsman. So we will write batsman equals to pd.dataframe. Now in dictionary we will create here. So you can see the answer always. The first line is import pandas as pd. Second line will be creating a dictionary. So d equals to in curly brace. Now the headings you will write as keys and the datas in square bracket as values. So first one is, you can see BNO is given. So batsman number or BNO. So whatever is given, same as it is. If it's all are string normally the heading, so it will be in quotes. Then colon, in square bracket, all the 4 values, whatever values will be given, comma separated. If it is a string, it will have quotes, single quotes or double quotes. And if it is a numeric value, directly you will write it. So we will close the dictionary here, and then the name of the data frame is batsman. So we'll write here batsman equals to pd.dataframe. In bracket, the name of the dictionary we will write here. Any name you can give. Now the questions they have given. So 2 marks for creating the dictionary and 3 questions they have given. In this 3 questions, first one is to add the scores of the batsman and assign the column. So you will simply add here and you will assign the column name. So name of the data frame they have used here as df. New column is total, and simply you can directly also add it or sum df of score 1 comma df of score 2. So 2 columns you are adding, score 1 and score 2. You will use the function sum, and then of data frame which column, comma the next data frame which column, that is to be mentioned here. So after that you can print it. Next question is display the highest score in both score 1 and score 2. Now highest score means you have to use the maximum of df of score 1, and the second one is maximum of df of score 2. So how we are writing? Name of the data frame in square bracket, column name, and in front we will use the maximum function to display the maximum value. Third one is display the data frame. So we will use here print and in bracket the name of the data frame. Now here, as in the question, batsman data frame is given the name. You can use batsman. You should use batsman instead of df. Alright, in answer they have given here df. So we can write any one of these. Next is write SQL function which will perform the following operations. So 5 SQL functions are given. You can see here optional question, that is OR is also given here. So let us solve the first one. Display the name of the month of the current date. So here the name of the month we will use month name, and date current means now we can use here. So from now you can extract the month name, that is the name of the month, will extract it. Next is to remove the spaces from beginning and end both. So trim we will use and the string we will use. Next, third one is display the name of the day, Friday or Sunday, from your date of birth. That is day name you have to write from our date of birth. So directly also we can write here day name and then DOB. To convert it into date and then extract the day name, we will use the date function. Yeah. Next is you have to display the start position of your first name from your whole name. So the start position of our first name, that is position, always we use in string, in bracket name and comma F name. It will return the position of, suppose it is written Miss Ria Bharti. So it will be Ria, you want to find out MS dot then R. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will return 4 here. To compute the remainder of division between two numbers, already you have done mod n1 comma n2. So here mod returns the remainder of division of two numbers. Next one, table is given to you. So we will use all the select query. And the first one is display salesman name and bonus after rounding off. All the 5 questions of one set you have to do. You cannot do some question of the first, and then since OR is given here, either all 5 of the first one using function or all 5 of the second, that is select queries, you have to write here. The second, here it is display salesman name and bonus after rounding off to 0 decimal place. So directly you will write here salesman name is S name. So select S name comma round in bracket bonus. Directly also it will work, or bonus comma 0 from table name. You can see the table name is given here at the top, salesman. So from salesman semicolon. The second one is display the position of occurrence of the string TA in salesman name. Now this question you can see it is repeated 3 times. At the top also in section 2 also it was given. Now in this section also, position of occurrence of the string. So in string we will use here, select in string S name comma in double quotes TA from salesman semicolon. Third one is display the 4 characters from salesman name starting from second character. Now here we will use SUBSTR or substring or mid, salesman name comma, now the start and the number of characters. So start character is second 2, so 2 comma and 4 characters after that you have to display, so 2 comma 4. Select substring S name 2 comma 4 from salesman. You can see here the output from salesman semicolon. Next one is display the month name from the date of join of salesman. So you select month name in bracket, date of join as it is given in the question paper, date of join spelling from salesman semicolon. Last one is display the name of the weekday from the date of join of salesman. So here weekday, that is the day name, Sunday, Monday, day name you have to write. So select day name in bracket, date of join from salesman semicolon. So here all the questions will have 1 marks, where you can see here half marks for correct usage of select and round, and the half marks for function and half marks for correct usage of select query. Select how you have to write, select the function and from table name, that is to be written. Now the last question you can see for 40th question of the question paper is 4 wings will be given to you, network question, the distance is given to you, and then the questions are asked. Distance between the wings are given to you. Now which wing contains how many computers? Now you can see the question, suggest the most suitable cable layout for the above connection. Now the best suitable cable layout you have to draw here. So you can see here as per the distance, the cable length, you can see 25 meters W2 to W4. So we will connect W2 with W4, minimum length 25 meters. Then the second length is W1 to W3, 50 meters. And the next one will be W1 to W2, 60 meters. So here you can see the bus connection we will do in the same way. You can also make a second option. You can just write here a star connection where W1 is having the maximum number of computers. You can place in between, and all the 3 wings W2, W3, W4 you can connect with W1. So second option also you can draw you will get marks for that also. Now the next is, which is the most appropriate topology of the connection between. Topology is best is star because it is centralized control. So number 2 answer will be star topology. Third one, the company wants internet accessibility in all the wings. Suggest a suitable technology. So broadband we used to use. These days many new technologies are there. So you can write here broadband. These are descriptive questions. You can explain also why you have written the answer, which option you have written and why you have written. Next, suggest the placement of the following device with justification if the company wants minimize network traffic. Repeater you have already studied. Wherever the distance is less than 100 meter, no repeater is required. As the distance increases more than 100 meter, then we use a repeater to amplify the signal or regenerate or restore the signal. Next, hub and switch. Wherever the number of computers is more than 1 to connect all the computers among themselves, we use switch. In your school also, in computer lab, you have seen the switch is used to connect all the computers. Next, the company is planning to link its head office situated in New Delhi with the office in hilly areas. Now here, in hilly areas, radio waves we can use here for short distance. That satellite also you can write, because through satellite, through microwave also you can, but you have to justify your answer. So better after writing the answer you justify here that why you have written radio waves, or if you are writing satellite, through satellite you want to give internet connection, that also you can mention. So this is your last section, section 5. So all these are of 5 marks. Now if you have any doubt, you just write in comment section, so we will discuss all the doubts. So thank you, have a nice day.